Welcome everybody to another episode of Dino Times, the show where I, your host, Dakota Morgan, go over all things paleontology, new and old, for a little bit more science in the world for you guys. Today we're going to be talking about the very fun Carnotaurus, the iconic bull-headed dinosaur. Well, guess what, guys? We're going to be talking about the skin impressions that were fossilized that we actually know of, and that we have a lot of samples of that most people actually don't know about. And let's dive into the Carnotaurus skin, shall we? And actually the new paper that came out in the past couple of months. While first samples were discovered in Patagonia in 1984 of Carnosaurus, it was at the time the first carnivore was actually found fossilized skin. That was at the time it was the first carnivore fossilized skin. It was to be found, actually. Which is kind of a cool sentence to say because now it means we actually have more fossilized skin from carnivores, which is awesome. From almost head to toe. And we actually have 6 big skin fragments in total, actually, from head to toe of Carnotaurus. In a recent fresh take look at these specimens, scientists have found that the Carnotaurus didn't have feathers, which is a pretty good thing to say the least here, because that would have been odd. That would have been a very odd looking dinosaur. Yes, but the scales were not arranged in an irregular rows, or that they were different sizes depending on where they were found on the body, like some modern reptiles, such as like the scales are going to be smaller on the bottom, or than they would be on the back of some modern day reptiles, all out for protection and shit like that too. Actually, it was not like that, to say the least here. Looking at the skin samples again with a fresh take look. By looking at the skin from the shoulders, belly, and the tail regions, we discovered that the skin of this dinosaur was more diverse than previously thought, consisting of large and randomly distributed conical studs, surrounded by a network of small, elongated, diamond-shaped subcircular scales. Sorry, I am a little bit sick, so just getting over a cold here, folks. Described paleontologist Christophe Hendricks from the Unidad Egyptoloro, I should say. I sometimes bad at pronouncing this stuff there. In San Miguel de Tucumán. I am horrible and just butchered that to all living heck. In 1997, it was suggested that the conical scales found on Carnotaurus existed for some degree of protection and confrontation, but in this recent look found by the paleontologist, it was actually found to offer little protection against teeth. So, Carnotaurus, I love Carnotaurus. Absolutely love. It's a cool looking dinosaur. And look, there's a girlfriend to say, look at them little arms. The scientists noted similarity of the carnal skin in African elephants, though, such as the wrinkled skin that you would see on an elephant, to say the least, or an African elephant, which, like an older person looking skin, not to like be ageist or anything like that, but kind of an older person's skin, to say the least, like old wrinkles sort of stuff, which actually does serve a purpose, suggesting that the maybe Carnotaurus are thermoregulated, such as the African elephants do with that skin. They thermoregulate so they can actually keep cool by using their wrinkles in the skin to increase surface area and more effectively shed excess heat via evaporation. So very much a lot of science there for you guys, which is the point of the show. And the recent study of Carnotaurus and the skin fragments kind of teaching us more about this apex predator of a dinosaur. God, Carnotaurus is awesome. Thank you guys for joining me on this episode of Dino Times. I've been your guys' host, Dakota Morgan. Subscribe for more on the channel for more Dino Times, more dinosaur stuff in general, video games, toys, comic book stuff, other types of video games, and yeah, I'm